Happy Monday. All right, Ruben Chavez, Two Strong Mortgage. Thank you for tuning in. By the way, before I get started, I just had to put on my Phoenix Suns finals shirt because we're going back to the finals. Have you guys seen what Matt Ishbia and James Jones is doing? Putting together that type of roster? All right. I know 90% of you probably don't care, but I'm very, very excited what the Suns are doing. With that being said, there's not that much to go over today. It's summer, it's boring, there's not too much. So I thought I would just update you on where the market's at to where we're at here. So let's go ahead and start with the Crawford report. The Crawford report, you guys have probably heard me talk about many times before. It's just a good snapshot of what's going on with the economy. They get into super, super detailed stuff. But I like to go here just so that we can get a look of this right here. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can look at this, but what I like to do is I like to say, okay, what is the supply? Supply is at 40 something, 49. Then I look at demand. Demand is at 79. So to me, that's saying supply the demand is higher than the supply. And because of that, we're in a seller's market still. If you guys are looking to buy or to if you guys are looking to sell, I would recommend right now is being a great time to sell because the market is still for real estate is still going up. Prices are still going up even with these super high interest rates. We don't think that's going to last forever. They'll probably stabilize, but again, once the rates start to come down, once mortgage rates start to come down, then it'll possibly bump up the price more, or maybe mortgage rates are coming down because we're in a recession. And if we're in a recession, maybe even with lower rates, people might not be buying. So that's a risk. So if you're looking to sell, I would say right now is a great time to sell while the market's still hot. Let me show you what I'm talking about actually. So if we come here to Redfin Weekly Housing Data, this is talking about all new listings. So new listings are at a low, right? They're at a low right here. That's the blue. If you guys take a look right here, those are the years. And with that being said, it looks like listings are down 26, almost 27% year over year. That's huge. And that's why prices are still going up. Because if you think about it, you don't really want to sell just to get into another mortgage with double the rate at the moment. Because right now, what do you got? 3, 4, 5% interest rate. What are you going to get if you buy a home? You're going to be 6, 5, 6, 7% interest rate. So a lot of people just are choosing to stay home, stay where they're at. And because they're choosing to stay where they're at, that means there are not that many listings up for sale. And without that many listings up for sale, creates higher demand. And that's why house prices are still tending to go up. Now let's go ahead and look at pending sales. Pending sales right now, 83,000. You know what this is? Let's do this. Let's go to where it matters to us, most of us at least. Let's go to Maricopa County itself and check out these numbers. Alrighty. So it's even worse. So pending sale or new listings is down almost by half from this time last year. So that's pretty bad. Especially since right now it's kind of like the moving season, the purchasing season, because people are in summertime. So if you're gonna move, typically you move at the end of May because the kids are out of school. So May, June, July, and as you can see, we've just been going down. Right? Doesn't matter. So okay, again, that's why prices are high. Now let's go to pending sales. Maricopa County still there. Right now we have 1,300 properties pending sale. Homes sold 1,219, down 11% from year over year. And then let's go to medium sales price in Maricopa County. 470,000. Obviously, back in 2021, again, if you look at the numbers right here, 2021 is black. So right here, if you look at 2021, the high for Maricopa County was 509,000, and now it's dropped, and it looks like it's dropped even a little bit from right here, from 477 down to 470. So I'm right. You should be selling if you're thinking about selling, because again, right now it's prime selling time with less listings. Now let's go to other news here. You got leading indicators for what's going on with the economy. This is the LEI report. It's a leading economic index. So what you want to look at here is essentially if anything's on this side of the line, this is the line right here, right? Anything's on this side, it's typically not good. Anything is on this side, it's typically very good. And we still have very good numbers coming in. Like CPI came in outstanding. PPI came in outstanding. Things are starting to go slow down as far as inflation goes. And even though, and if you scroll down a little bit, if you scroll down a little bit, it states down here that right here, it still shows that it's possible to be in a recession in the next 12 months. Now, I'm not sure if I believe in that. I think we've gotten past the worst. But nevertheless, if you look at everything right here, almost everything is in the negative. And whenever everything's in the negative, that's typically bad, right? When you're looking at stuff, everything's here. However, the good thing is right here, which is the S&P stocks are up. When stocks are up, typically that means it's a decent economy, and building permits are up. That's very good. That's a good sign. And if you look at it, average weekly claims, this is up. Or actually, I'm sorry, it's down. No, it's up. It's blue. It's up. So that's another sign that things could be going bad. But other than that, everything is pretty much on this side of the line. That's not good for growing U.S. indicators. But there's a lot to be said with the market, and there's a lot to be said with building permits coming up, because with building, that feeds everything and feeds everybody. Right? When someone buys a home, then all of a sudden they're buying stuff for their home. They're going to Home Depot. They're going to the plant shop. They're going furniture shopping, refrigerator shopping, and then those people have jobs, and then those people who have jobs, they go buy more stuff. So always look at housing. It's 1/3 of the economy. It's very important. Last but not least, let me put what did I write down here at the end? It says Fed will talk about the Fed funds rate on the 26th, and GDP gets released on 27th. Although I will be willing to bet that the Fed chair already knows the second quarter GDP numbers. So next week is very important, right? The Fed's going to meet. They're probably going to raise the rate by 0.25%, the Fed's funds rate. I think the market's already included that in their pricing. And then right after that, GDP comes out. And then we're going to start to see a better indicator of what's going forward. Now, granted, GDP is a lagging indicator, right? Because it's already happened. And then the Fed's funds rate is like a current indicator. But we don't know what is going to happen in the future by doing what they're doing. So next week is very important to see what direction we think we're going to be heading moving forward. All right. Hopefully that wasn't too scatterbrained. Hopefully there was some information provided. Thank you very much for listening. And remember, life's not meant to be, it's meant to create. Go Phoenix Suns.